So that makes the most sense to do it then. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday for some, just good morning for others. Good job rolling out of bed for others. Good morning. You've been sewing up a storm? Good. I've been lasering up a storm and just like cutting up a storm to prep for the next transition for these duffel bags. Today I'm going to be sewing up the one duffel bag, and I think I should be able to get it done. It's not like the Johnny B, which I really want to make another one of those, but the chances of me able to make one of those in August is slim to none. My calendar for August is woo, it is jam packed. Um, I have like cool stuff for Patreon. I have 3 or 4 custom bags. There's a new bag pattern that's coming out, and I'm making a video, and with this video, there's gonna be a couple things that are different in this video because of the pattern that I have to do different, so I'm trying to brainstorm on how I can make this bag pattern easier where you can kinda jump around in the video to your liking, so that way it could be easier on the viewers, um and this will I did the Eevee video for Aura Rosa 2 days before I went to go see my mom before she, passed away. So, this will be my first official video since my mom passed away, first official video, so I'm in st I'm in a good state of mind. I'm not like, "Oh, yeah, I'm 100%," but I'm in a good state of mind, so I'm just trying to pan out everything, um, and make sure I can edit it really well. And then I also have the Wizardly Stitchery Getaway Weekend. So teaching and just being a part of, all these wonderful people that are sewing. So yeah, there's that. So there's like a lot of things that are transpiring within the next 3 weeks. And I'm just like using my calendar, writing every some things are written down, some things are handwritten. And so yesterday, I told you one of the duffels was like it's like an apothecary, more organic like herbs and minerals and flowers and stuff like that. So I finished all the details on the back. I even made some badges. I had made some like beautiful things that I'm going to sew on top of the bag, like backyard apothecary. And this spoon over here has some salts, and I have like some cool things I have, and there's some things that I lasered on directly to the bag. So I'm really excited to be making this one duffel because that's one duffel down. And I finished the side pieces to the second duffel. And if I can get done with this duffel in a fair amount of time, then I will most likely set up the setup. I have to clean out the machine, put new filters in, clean out the hose, and do everything. The most important part about having a laser is cleaning it. If you do not clean it, you can set the house on fire. Um, so I'm going to be cleaning out the machine and everything and whatnot. Um, but yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the finished bag. I have to do a lot of cleaning to it, but there's just like juniper berries, sage. There's like a little bit of everything on the bag. I have a lot of like white placement marks, so I need to like clean it first and then set up the bag. Um, I have just like a lot of stuff I got to do. The bag itself is easy. If you ever made the Dallas duffel, it is amazing. The only thing that I have changed and adapted to the bag was the beast shoe compartment. So I have that. Um, and I'm added a slip pocket, and it does have the zipper pocket on the outside. So I'm excited. I'm pulling hardware, and I'm getting like very earthy and organic, like mushrooms and just like a little bit of hint of whimsical to the bag, and I'm really excited about it. So I also have to adhere some Thermolam, and I need to do some, because the ring support is going to be on the top of the bag. What I plan on teaching this month in my level up class through Patreon is how to counteract balance support, so that way your rivets don't just pop through, or your support of your backpack and carrier weight. Because I've been seeing a lot through different things on Facebook, like, oh, my straps came through or whatever. So I'm going to show some ways that you can ensure that your straps don't pull through and whatnot. So Peter, pumpkin eater, you're so sweet. I love having trolls first thing in the morning. um so we um we are just let's see, we're just going to do some things like that because it's important. And I learned about how to like add like additional support through rivets, like back support and whatnot, through just trial and error through different pattern designers, and just experimenting with my own personal bags that I have. So that's one of the things I'm going to be teaching this month in my Patreon, and it's gonna be a very quick, easy lesson. It's not going to even be behind a sewing machine. It's about just balance and support, whether you're using faux leather or real leather or cork, and what you can do to help with it. I use it in a lot of bags, but I guess I realize I don't show how I use it when I don't show it when I'm teaching a traditional, this is an Ora Rosa pattern, because if it's not written into an Ora Rosa pattern, I'm showing you what I'm doing per the pattern. And if you're not with me in my room, like you are, like I'm making this bag, you're not going to see me do it. There's modifications that I do on a daily basis onto every single bag, and you're not going to see me do it because you're not in my little dungeon, my my dweller cave. But it's something that I find that I do with almost every single bag if I'm able to have the room to do it, and I never really have any issues with straps. I think I only had one issue with strap, and it was like a polyurethane strap that just like you breathed on it and it started to unravel. And it wasn't even at the base of it, it was like at the top, like the friction of the strap against this person's thing, it started unraveling from the top. It had nothing to do with the base. And that was like 6 years ago. But I have never had where like the base came off, or someone saying that the connector was coming off or anything. And it was something I learned very quickly by observing other people. I'm one of those people that I generally do sometimes learn from other people's mistakes. And I'm trying to figure out how that they arrived to that situation, or what did they do differently. And I love reading other people's comments, because there'll be like vets in there, like Jillian and other people that have been making leather bags or been making bags for 10 plus years, telling you if you do XYZ, you can this will prevent it. And it makes me start like experimenting, you know. Okay. Sunday apparently has like the little freak leaks. Okay, let me remove the OnlyFans comment. Let's see. um, no. So that's what Patreon is about. So, Sunday. So Sunday brings out all the interesting people. So that's what I plan on doing today. Monday is a cool day because Monday we're going to go over on Patreon the the reviewing of E and what I think should be modified. I'm still trying to modify one piece to see if it's plausible for my first modification. And I think it is, but it's going to be interesting how I explain it and show it and how they're going to have to modify the piece at home. And it's like it's not only a modified piece, but it's also a teaching element, kind of a level up in itself, because they're going to have to take a piece and learn how to modify that piece at home along with me. It's going to be a fun little challenge. And there's just little small things in the bag that can help elevate the bag to the next level, because the bag doesn't need any more pockets, but there are little things that you can do to the bag to help it elevate that I thought of not while I was only testing, but I wear this bag on a daily basis. I've been one of the longest people wearing the bag for the daily basis because I am a tester. So, and one of the first people that bought it for me, they were like, "Oh, I've had this bag for like a month. I thought it would be cool if it had this." And then I was like, "I also thought this if it had this." So I'm really excited to like present these to Patreon. And the great thing about it is they can either, if they're participating in the sew along, they can either say, "Yes, I'm going to do this," or, "Oh, hey, oh, Hades, no, I'm not going to do this." So I always like when they take a chance and try something new, because they never know what will work for them, and they are trying something that's different, because the whole fun part about selling your bag is it's kind of like I had someone tell me, if 60 people had the same Evie or a Rosa bag, what what is the difference in your bag that's going to make one person going to buy your bag over the 59 other people? And that's how you have to present yourself. What is going to make somebody going to buy your bag? Is it the small modifications or enhancements that are going to make people buy it? Is it your fabric choices? Is it the way you pick like the how you do the colors in your bag? What is going to make your bag different? And for me, I always think it's going to be the enhancements. Um, because I people love the exterior of my bags, but where I start getting the oohs and the ahs is always the interiors. That's why I always say the inside always counts. Um, because they're like, "How did you think of this? How do you think of this?" And it's because I don't know. That's when I get excited in person, because people always flip out about the insides of the bags. It makes me excited. Yes, today's the last day for the Ora Rosa pattern on sale. And for those lucky people that are in my Patreon, there's a different sale for the Evie bag. Um, gotta love Alexis. So, um, yeah, that's what we're doing. And then we're making the Lucky Penny wallet for the top tier of my Patreon, which that wallet does surprisingly well for me. It is a very not it's not a complicated wallet. Like, what you see in Sally Tomato is exactly what you get. It's not an overly complicated wallet, but people love it because it's so slim. It kind of reminds me of like a cash envelope, that like an envelope card, but like with material. But people love how slim it is, and because there's not an abundance of interfacing, you can stuff that thing to the max. There is a thing about having a lot of interfacing and uh, some things that don't. I think one of the things that reason why the Triskel does so well, and it does so well for me, is I'm able to stuff that bad boy to the max, because there isn't a whole lot of interfacing. There's a couple of areas that have it, and it's like Craftex or something that's not like Decovil heavy or a heavy stabilizer. So you can just stuff that bad boy. Um, and that's what makes it have that appeal versus like you get something like the date night Dina, there is some more stabilization, but there is the connection where you just stick a cell phone. There's different options. That's why I like when people come out with so many different patterns, because you're able to offer your clientele, a friend, a family, or teacher more different options. And then you can get kind of like a senses, or you can kind of get a different feeling of what people really want in your area, because you may think everybody wants an NCW, but you might realize that everybody might be ordering you from you a Date Night Dina or a Triskel, or a a pearl wallet, something that you did not know that people were gonna want. It's very interesting when you start taking polls or start taking stock of what people are actually getting from you. It may be something that completely you thought would be different. It's always interesting. So, yeah. I'm gonna hop off because I don't know what is Sunday is like. It is 8:30. I'm not understanding what is going on with the people today. Um, so I'm gonna hop off real quick, and I will see you guys on Monday, and I hopefully will have a whole duffel for you to see, and I'm excited. So I hope everyone has a really good weekend and you're able to stow up a storm, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.